Hey guys, so welcome back to the NickiHeartBeat channel. I'm here today with this look that I'm so proud of because it's my first one brand tutorial and I chose Too Faced as the brand that I'm going to be using today. So if you guys love Too Faced or you just want to see how I beat this face, keep watching. I'm looking like I just woke up and that's because I just did, okay? So I am just gonna get started. I tried to film this before and I didn't like it. So here I am again trying to film. Really want to get a video up for you guys. I hate when I fall behind my schedule, which is once a week I would like to upload. So yeah. So now this is more of a second impressions type video instead of a first impression. But I'm using the Hangover Primer and that feels really good on the skin, you guys. Then I also have this primer, the 3-in-1 Hangover Primer. And then I'm gonna go in with this Too Faced. Now, I really like to mix my foundations with my Marc Jacobs Dewy drops, but we know we can't be adding in too many different products because this is a one brand tutorial. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna refrain myself. So I'm gonna use a brush. Lately, I've been using a brush for application for my foundation, which is very surprising. Because I thought I was like a beauty blender girl, a sponge girl. I crossed all the way over. But some of these foundations, you really do need to use a brush, to be honest, when applying. So this one, I think you can go either way. But look at that. It's like a perfect shade, isn't it? It's a perfect shade for me. Gotta go around the baby hair. This was 2 pumps. I'm gonna get a little bit more, honey. We need a little bit more coverage. I haven't filmed before going to work in such a long time because I hate doing it. It stresses me out because I try to be on time for work. My phone is ringing. I have emails I have to answer, so I just don't like doing it. But like I said, I tried to film and it did not come out to my liking, so here we are filming before work. Going in with the concealer, the Born This Way concealer, and just for you guys who are the same color as me, I wear warm beige in the foundation and I wear light beige in the concealer. I actually could go a little bit lighter in the concealer, but I can always lighten up with another concealer, or I can just go lighter with my powder. I don't like to go too light with my concealers, but that's just my personal preference. This is a big enough contrast for me between my concealer and my foundation. Now, once again, I like to use my Becca under eye corrector, but we sticking to the theme here. I really do like this concealer. I will say I've been using the concealer more than I've been using the foundation. And maybe that was just because I was like, oh, I want to do this one brand video and I don't want to keep using the foundation and then have like this whole opinion about it. So I had just backed off of using that, but I ain't gonna lie, I kept using the concealer, honey, because the concealer is good. Especially when you mix the concealer with Dermablend. Oh my gosh. I am just chatty patty in the morning this morning. Yes, honey. What happened with the other video is it was focused, but it wasn't sharp. And I like my videos to be very crisp. If you guys don't already know, I am a perfectionist. Like, it can get a little irritating because sometimes I won't post things because I get in my head and then I have to send it to like people whose opinions I trust, and I'm like, can I post this? What do you think? They always are like, yeah, I think you should post it. And then a lot of times I still don't take their advice. I remember growing up, I used to do that to my sister all the time when we were growing up. I used to be like, Kim, should I wear this to school? And she'd be like, yeah, I think you should. And then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna wear it. And it just got to the point where she used to get so mad at me. She's like, stop asking me if you're not gonna take my advice. And I still do it to this day. It's hilarious. So I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way loose powder. Now this is a mini. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have several minis, honey, because you know the coins don't allow, honey, us to be buying up all these big sizes. Okay, so these are all minis. Can you look? These are pretty big sizes for minis. So y'all need to get into that life. So anyways, I got the translucent one. I didn't get a colored one. I just got the translucent because that's the only one that they offered in the mini. You know what I'm saying? Usually I really need my Laura Mercier for this part, but we're gonna make it work now. But I prefer Miss Laura Mercier. I need a whole bunch of insurance around these noses, honey. So now I'm going to push this powder in just the way I usually do it, you guys. Put the extra on the back of my hand and let's just push it in. It's really interesting, I have to say, using everything from the same brand, because these items are meant to work together, right? Because my assumption is when you mix everything together from the same brand, it's at its optimal, what's the word am I looking for? It's at its best. I have this Too Faced Natural Face palette. So it's for cheeks, it's for highlighting, it's for bronzing. So I really do want to use that, but in the last video that you guys will never see, that I've already deleted the footage, I had at this point went in with this, but I actually want to go ahead and just start on my eyes and do this last. So let's do the brows really quick. And come on, y'all already know, if you've been watching me for a while now, you know that I'm with Anastasia Beverly Hills now. Put these brows on because they're not Too Faced. So I went ahead and just added my P. Louise base also, because that's not a Too Faced brand, and I would say at least 95% of what I'm gonna use today is from Too Faced, so that's good. So I'm gonna use this Just Peachy Mattes from Too Faced. I really love this palette. It's kind of old. It's been out there for probably over a year now. So I'm gonna start out with this color right here called Just Right. Let's start out with packing on this color right in my crease before I start blending it out. We're gonna do it kind of like the P. Louise way, which is when I go in with the darker crease colors opposed to the lighter crease colors and blend them out. Alright, so now I'm gonna lightly blend, keeping it pretty much in the same place. I really do think that's the key to blending, is just being as light-handed as possible. And once I got like a decent blend, I like to take a clean blending brush and on the very outside edges, go around it again in circular motions. So now that I got that down, I'm gonna go in with this pretty color right here called Peach Punch. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put it right here, kind of do like a little gradient. Look how pretty that is. I'm gonna go ahead and get this color right here, Peach Butter, on my finger. Just pop that on right here in that blank space like that, and now I'm gonna go back in with the brush with the pink shadow on it And I'm gonna just start feathering it into that blank space. I think that's a fairly simple eye look. I mean, also take this peach merengue, I think that's how you say it. Don't let me lie. And I want to put that here to give my brow bone its moment. This brush does not have anything on it. Just gonna blend it upwards. What goes on top must go on the bottom. So I'm just gonna put the Just Right and the Peach Punch colors down on my lower lash line. And now I'm gonna pop on some lashes, but I am gonna put a little thin line of black Inglot along my lash line. By the way, I'm using Too Faced Better Than Sex as my mascara. Pull this out, and I'm also gonna pull out this. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. It looks like this. I got this actually with my points from Sephora. So I'm going to use this as my all over face powder. It's kind of dark for me, but it doesn't go on that dark, which is what I really like. It's like a really good color. It's a little cool tone for me. I do prefer to be a little bit warmer, but honey, we have to use what we have, because I wasn't about to buy up a whole bunch of stuff now if they didn't have the minis. I'm gonna get a more dense brush, and I'm gonna go back in with that Chocolate Soleil just for right here, because I need a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go in with this really pretty palette. I'm really liking it. So I'm gonna go in with, I guess, this color here, Sunny Honey. It's kind of like a pinkish undertone for some reason. I go in with the blush, which is Pink Wink. It's a pretty color. Yeah, it's pretty. And I like that it goes with the pink in my eyes. So I'm gonna spray my face, which I don't like this spray to bring moisture. I like it more just a set. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go in with Tatcha. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to. Now I'm going to I'll use this one. Like if I wanna do like a unicorn look, I would be more crazy. But I mean, it's a beautiful palette. I just wish they had like a really gold one, a really light one. Like, I can't even really put that on my nose, can I? I really shouldn't, but I did. Okay, let's try to contour our nose. I'm gonna have to use a different nose highlight, you guys. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna use Soar Lip Liner from MAC. Then I'm going to use this lipstick called Doll Face. Don't you love the packaging? It's absolutely gorgeous. From Too Faced. Duh. So this is the finished look, and I'm proud of myself. I really am, because there was a couple bumps in the road now. There were a couple things that had happened that y'all didn't get to see. But you know, we pulled it together and we ready, kinda on time for work, kinda. Yeah, I can still make it done, kinda. Okay, so it was really interesting for me. The foundation, the concealer, the primer, and the loose powder, definitely I feel like they were meant to be together. The bronzer, I wish it was a little bit more warmer, but I did get it for free with my points. 3-in-1 primer spray. I like it to prime, I like it to set, but don't like it to moisturize my face. Not crazy about that. but it is oil free. Eyeshadow palette. This, I've always loved this eyeshadow palette. I used it for a very long time. It's very loved on, as you can see, and I love an all matte palette. I really do. Sometimes I'm just in that mood where I don't want to do anything metallic on my eyes, so they have really good mattes in that palette. This right here, this face, this natural face. The only thing that I will say that I don't like is these iridescent highlights. I'm not the girl who wants to wear pink as a highlight, as you can see it. I'm not that girl who wants to wear a goldish green highlight on her face. I like a white highlight, a gold highlight, maybe even a rose gold highlight if I'm feeling that way. But that's really about it. I'm excited to try the other colors. The blush, honey, is definitely welcome to the family, girl. You are here to stay. Oh, and this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's hard for me to say if I like the formula because I don't like the applicator. That concludes this one brand tutorial. I'm just so glad that I got to do it. I'm glad that I chose Too Faced as my first video because I really do like the foundation and the concealer, and now I see that there are other products that I like from the brand. So I definitely would recommend you guys to comment below. Let me know what other brands you want to see. In my head right now, I'm thinking I would love to do all Anastasia Beverly Hills. I would love to do all Huda Beauty. But if you could think of something else, maybe like Maybelline or something, just let me know. We can get that done. And I love you guys so much. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Because why? Because I'm cute or whatever. Just subscribe, you know, girl. And I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.